My name's Karen Hodgson, and I used to smoke. Started as a teenager because I just thought it was part of being with the crowd, being thing, part of being a gang, part of being accepted. Smoked probably for quite a few years, and then my grandmother died underneath the age of 60. She was quite a heavy smoker, and then about 10 years after that I was still smoking, and my father had to have a quadruple heart bypass, and the main reason why that happened was because of his smoking, and that literally stopped me because I didn't want to see myself either dying under 60 years old or having a quadruple heart bypass. And when you see the large scar down the front of somebody's body when that's what's happened to them, it wasn't for me. So I stopped. You genuinely do not think about the damage it's doing to you. You don't. It's part of, especially when I was smoking, it was about relaxation. People were smoking in the pubs. It was just part of, my friends did it, so I did it. And it wasn't that I'm easily led. It was the fact that we all just sat around, we were in a pub having a smoke. You know, as a teenager, everybody would walk to school smoking. It was just part of acceptance. It wasn't, you knew you were doing something wrong, you knew it was unhealthy. Of course you knew that, but it was more, I felt accepted by smoking. One of the things that I noticed about my father and my grandmother through the smoking is their skin, how much their skin's aged. And one of the things that I would really like to protect is my skin and how I look. It just made me realise that I wanted more of my life, that possibly dying at 60 years old or an operation like that level at 60 years old was not what I wanted for my life. And the only way I was going to change it was by stopping smoking. You know, it's been important to me to have the energy to enjoy a good life. You know, I want to enjoy time with my dog, I want to enjoy time with my partner, going away on nice weekends. And I couldn't do that if I carried on smoking. I've looked at my father and how unfit he is, and he just couldn't have managed the lifestyle I lead now. You know, I have to be energetic. My job means I've got to be energetic and on the move, and smoking wouldn't have allowed me to do that. I felt a bit fitter. I used to cough quite badly. If you got a cold, I used to get it really, really badly. I consequently wasn't snoring as badly, so that helped, especially as a single girl. And that's the main benefit, because you don't see what damage you're doing to yourself by smoking. I didn't. I was, you know, early teens, 20s, and I didn't see anything wrong with myself. So you don't see the harm that smoking does. It's when somebody has their chest opened up that you realise that's the harm that smoking does. I mean, since I gave up smoking, I've been able to go to the gym. I just feel like I've got more energy. I'm able to get out in the fresh air. You know, I find I'm not walking out and lighting up straight away. You know, and I just think now I don't want to stand outside of a pub freezing cold. It was different when you could sit inside and smoke, but now you can't. You've got to stand outside. So, quite frankly, I'd rather sit in the warmth now. But I generally feel healthy, and I know that all I've done is increase my chances of a longer life compared to what my grandmother and my father had, who both smoked. And another reason why I decided to stop smoking was I also didn't want the breath of a dog